So over the years, a lot of my content on this channel has been on how we are unserious as Ghanaians, especially when it comes to the entertainment industry. Okay, in every aspect of our institution, I think we are very unserious. In the whole of Africa as a whole, yeah, in the whole of Africa, I think we are very unserious. But the level at which we are unserious as Ghanaians is on a different level. There is always a roadmap, but we always seem to, expect something else. There is always, the answer, but we always seem to, gallivant around the answers, and still, if we do not succeed, we'll be putting blame on some people. We'll be putting blame on others, and I kind of wonder the kind of people we are. I keep wondering the kind of people we are. Now, when it comes to Ghana, we have a lot of talented, people. We have a whole lot of talents. We have a lot of talents in Ghana, but I keep wondering, bro, what's going on? Shatta Bundle. Yeah, Shatta Bundle is one funny, internet sensation in Ghana. And, recently I saw his video where I saw, his contents with, Zanzam, the Arab, content creators. And I was saying, look, we have a lot of streamers in Ghana, but one thing that makes, Shatta Bundle stand out is the fact that he's always speaking English. And I keep saying this, and people always feel like, no, man, like, people always kind of trash it. Sometimes we even find Nigerians coming to trash my opinion on these things. Excuse me. Sometimes we even find Nigerians coming to trash my opinion on these, same issues, forgetting that their celebrities are not treading on the tangents on which, Ghanaians are treading. When it comes to Ghana, I'm not saying we shouldn't promote our language. I think the easiest way to even promote your language is to blend it with, an international language. For instance, today when you come to Ghana, a whole lot of us know a whole lot of, Nigerian words. Like we know after watching Nigerian movies, even though they speak English, more English, yeah, there is still the local, industry where they speak only Yoruba and everything. But they also make sure, they feed their international audience. Unlike Ghana, we always think, the few numbers we are getting here is okay. I want to check the numbers of Shatta Bundle. Yeah, he has the numbers, he has everything. But, we have a lot of Ghanaian streamers who have more than him. But they are, their content is limited to, only the Ghanaian communities. And, the easiest way, I'm not saying if you can't speak the English, you should force yourself. But if you can do it, I think you should do it. You should do it. Look at Davido. We have Davido's, the likes of, MI, we have Burna Boy and all these people. Like today, we don't only, recognize them as Nigerian musicians. We recognize them as African musicians. We recognize them as world sensational musicians. But when it comes to Ghana, for instance, bro, I keep saying that, bro, there is always a language barrier. We shouldn't lie to ourselves. Yeah, it's true that music doesn't have a language barrier, but there's always a language. We just imagine, you listening to two good music. You understand one, you don't understand one. Which one will, like we have couple of songs that we don't normally understand, but has, been relevant. Has always been relevant since, for instance, the likes of GemyRahfff, Angelique Kidjo, and some other musicians who have blown both in and outside Africa. But our world sense, people know them across the world. And this kind of, hits, this kind of, hit songs, this kind of content creation, doesn't blow on a regular basis. It doesn't normally blow. It only happens by the grace of God. It only happens, by chance. It doesn't blow. But, when you speak, when you create a content in a language that everybody can understand, bro, like, Charlie, it will easily go for, look at Gege, look at Pella. Pella doesn't speak the best of English, but today he's everywhere. He's an international star. Look at this guy, Tenge, the guy called Tenge. Even though he doesn't speak, but whenever he's speaking, he speaks in a language that we all understand. Look, let's stop lying to ourselves. We have the likes of Dr. Laiki. When we go to Tamale, for instance, we have Ajana. We have, Ajana Zimbo and all these people. We have Lilwin. We have Ajaku. We have all these people. But compare them to the level of Jackie Appias. Are they praying? Compare them to the level of Jackie Appias, the Majid Michels, and Van Vickers. Look, they are look. So Ramsey Nouah came to Ghana recently. He said he never knew our comedian. He never knew him because he doesn't watch. Like, let's stop lying to ourselves. In Ghana, how many times you watch a Yoruba movie? If movie shot in Yoruba, how many times will you go on YouTube and watch, a content in, Igbo, full Igbo movie? You will not. But, these people will give you a content that you will understand and infusing with their their language. Today in Ghana, we know, everybody in Ghana know Chineke. We know Oluwa. But I've forgotten some of the words. I've forgotten them. You understand? We know some of the words. We know some of their culture, how they dress and everything. We can sell our culture, bro. We can sell it. But we should be very strategic. Look at Shatabando. Today is everywhere. Do you think if he was, going around creating his content in Dagumba, you would have even amassed the kind of audience he has in only Ghana? But because, sometimes he speak Dagomba. He speak Dagomba and English. But because, people understand where he's coming from, just imagine someone speaking, a local dialect and, telling, Dangote that, I'm bigger than Dangote. And no one will understand, even though you are speaking about the Nigerians, but they won't understand. They won't understand what you're saying. So, look, we have a whole lot of Ghanaians who normally say a whole lot of powerful things than what Shatabando is saying, but because it's in our local dialect, nobody understands it, so they will not go far. You will not go far. But, Shatabando was being understood to the extent that the likes of, Rude Boy of P Square invited him. Davido knows him. A whole lot of Nigerians know Shatabando. Today, Shatabando is even respected in Nigeria more than Ghana, bro. International, to the extent that Zamzam. I saw one content creator in Kumasi went to Dubai and wanted the attention of Zamzam. You will not get it because he doesn't know you. He doesn't understand what you say. He doesn't understand. Like, you don't communicate in the language that he will feel comfortable with. You understand? Yeah, I'm not trying to say we should put away our language, but we should also realize, we should also understand that the world has now become a global village, and let's say English, French, Arabic, and even Chinese. Look, even China, a whole China. Look how the population of China, but they've not realized that is where the audience are. Look, every Chinese that come to Ghana understand English. Let's stop lying to our even though when you go to their country, they speak their local dialect. When you go to all these Arabian countries, they speak their local dialect. But they still look at the Indian president. When he came to Ghana, he understood India. They speak English. They speak in a language that everybody, even when you watch their movies, a whole lot of Indian movies, after shooting in their local dialect, they dab into not the one they normally come to Ghana to do, dabbing into, Tree and, these languages. The real actors, the production itself, they dab into international languages so that it will reach the wider audience. You understand? I keep saying this recently, like I just saw Shatabando and I felt like, bro, man is really doing great, man. And that's the roadmap. That's the roadmap, bro. That is the roadmap. That's how things are supposed to be done. Nadra. And that's how things are supposed to be done, bro. So I keep saying that we should adapt to the systems that those people are using. Look at Javas. Look at, people like, there are a whole lot of, look, we shouldn't be in Ghana thinking, the number of streams we are making is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Mike Angel is making tens of millions. We have the likes of Wodimaya. Wodimaya, is from Ghana. Just imagine if he was creating his content, Look at the likes of Kofi Adoma. We have our one streamer, Kofi Adoma. He has all the numbers. He has all the numbers, bro. He has all the numbers. You understand? But his audience are limited. You understand? They are all limited to only Ghanaians. And I feel, we can do more. We need to be heard. We need to be heard outside, in and outside the country. We need to be heard around the world. I keep saying this. And I think, the whole foundation of my YouTube channel has always been centered on this agenda. Like, it has always been centered on, preaching this. That, look, the Nigerians are doing nothing except, look at all our musicians. The ones, just compare our musicians, the one that sing in our local dialect and the ones that speak in English. Who do we know? Look at, what's her name? The lady, the big, Molly, for instance. Look at Molly. Her song, Shake It to the Max, is everywhere. Her song, Shake It to the Max, is everywhere. Shake It to the Max. It's everywhere. Look how, what's his name again? Shake It to the Max. Look how Can Promise. Black Sheriff. A whole lot. Even Sarkodie raps in Twi, but most of his songs that have blown internationally are in English. The choruses are in English. The choruses are in English, from Pound the Thing to Adonai to, a whole lot of songs are in English, you understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I decided to do this video after seeing, Shatta Bundle. Now, like, Charlie, he's an ambassador. He's a brand ambassador for, the Zanzam company at the moment. Creating content left, right, center. He's not only taking deals in the country. Oh, time for praise. It's not only taking deals in the country. He's not only taking deals in the country, but outside the country. You understand? That's the only way we can spread our tentacles. That's one of the few ways we can spread our tentacles. We need the quality and the, people understanding us, bro. Charlie. Anyway, my name is GemyRahfff. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and always stay connected.